Kids around the world, many of them had lost hope. They had stopped praying. They felt no one was looking for them anymore. Well, now because of OUR, kids around the world have hope. OUR is bringing hope and light and love, and it's because of supporters like you that they are able to do that. And the founder of Operation Underground Railroad, Mr. Timothy Ballard.
Wow, Sean goes way, way, way too far. Wow, there's more people than I thought. This is amazing. Thank you so much. Jen Blessel is going to sing a song later that I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. It talks about sending out an army to find these kids. And that's why I asked her to sing this song, because my emotion's you are the army. This doesn't end unless everybody gets loud. We've been saying it for years, and St. George has always been one of our biggest bases. I will send out an army to find you. Just know, I am thinking about you. You are that army. Not only do you have, literally our operators are here protecting you when they're not overseas rescuing children, but you are the light that fills us. And I'm not just talking about donations, it's beyond that. It's your prayers, it's your advocacy, it's your awareness, it's your tweets, it's getting loud. You are our base, you are our army, so thank you so much. And one more thing I want to say before Jen comes up, another reason St. George is special to me. Back to little Rosie. Rosie was kidnapped 8 years before that liberation in the wake of the great earthquake that hit Haiti. And there was about 500,000 children made orphaned overnight when that earthquake hit. And they were wandering the streets aimlessly. And she was one of those. Her parents died in the earthquake. And that's when the trafficker that we just arrested preyed upon her and said, I'll take care of you, little girl. She was only 6 years old. I'll take care of you. And then forced her into a life of sex slavery. That same earthquake produced two other little orphans, a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old, who a decent person, an elderly woman picked out of the crowd, realized their parents were dead because they're outside this home that just crashed down and everyone's dead in the house, but these two little kids that were playing outside that somehow lived. And this woman took them to the nearby orphanage. Because it said orphanage on the wall, and what else can I do? I'm desperate. So she takes them to the orphanage, and there's a nice woman there. Come in, we'll take care of you. It was a front. It was a trafficking front. This is what traffickers do in the wake of tragedy. They throw over a sign over the wall that says, orphanage here. And people just bring kids, and then they sell those kids. One of the kids that was in that orphanage, now follow this story because it connects back to St. George. One of the kids that was in that false orphanage at the time, even before the earthquake hit, had been kidnapped from an LDS church in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, a few weeks before the earthquake. He was in that trafficking. Those traffickers already got him. Yes, this is Gardy Marty. If you know Gardy, you know that name. So, Gardy is a little boy who we were looking for. And he, in many ways, in some ways, started Operation Underground Railroad because I was working his case as a U.S. agent. I thought I could make it a U.S. case. Why? Because he was born in the United States. And not only in the United States, he was born about 3 miles from where we're all standing, right here in St. George.
Oh my God.
And we're actually, I don't know where we are, but we're going to be, there's one of our supporters, James Rose, Lindy Rose, I don't know if you guys are here. Yell if you're here. Okay. But they own a lot of this property, and we're actually going to be, you know the old sheriff office? Like from the 19th century, there's an old sheriff office around here somewhere, and there's a little jail. So we're going to be turning that into an OUR museum. James and Lindy Rose donated that to us to be able to do that, and we're going to build a statue of Gardy there. The statue's already been, designed. There's the miniatures already done, and it shows Gardy in a suit, in a perfectly custom kind of suit, and he's pointing over here and he's beckoning all of us come, because that's what ended up happening. We went looking for this little boy. We haven't found him yet, but we went looking for him. And when the government told me it was outside of the jurisdiction of the United States, that's when we had to quit. There was two cases. One was the Colombia case Sean talked about, and the other one was Haiti, that I was working as an agent, and the only way to continue working was to quit, because it was outside the jurisdiction of the United States. So we went looking for Gardy, and I picture that statue of him beckoning, and he's pointing this way, because he led us to that place. The evidence led us there. By the time we got there, he'd already gone. He'd already been sold. But we ended up rescuing 28 children. And from that place, doing an undercover sting operation. And you can watch this. By the way, there's a documentary about this called Operation 2 Saint. Who's seen that? I can't believe how many people have already seen it. Okay, go watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. So we go in there, and those two little babies I just told you about, you might know this story, but we end up rescuing those 28 kids. I attached myself to those two little kids, and we ended up adopting them, and now they're home. They're Utahns, and they're our children now. So there's so much that connects back to St. George once again. It's just a special place for me personally. And when I picture Gardy, born in St. George, doing that beckoning, we have rescued over 500 kids in Haiti looking for him already. And then beyond that, we've rescued over 4,000 internationally and domestically, but all because of this little boy. I mean, I really feel like he is kind of our guiding star, and we will find him one day. His father knows it. He tells me all the time. I was with his father yesterday, and he says, we're going to find him. And when he is, he's going to stand right here on a stage, his dad said. And people will listen to him. So this is the kind of operations we do. I just gave you a little summary, but this is what we're doing all the time, every day in 20.
Well, today was awesome. Yeah, Jax. What's up with SpongeBob?
We'll go get some food, okay?
Nice.